There it is. So much work, so much work. Going live is so challenging with the amount of stuff you have to do, especially at home, because you connect the music, you have to make sure everything's charged. So we got our hippie hips today. Yes. Nice deep breath. Oh, and exhale. Let's take a little chair. We're just going to start off moving, getting those joints warming up, especially those hips. I'm so happy you're here. I know it's really summer now.
Yeah.
What a beautiful breeze. Did it rain at all out here? No? Yeah, we didn't get any either. Sit back to chair and hold. Inhale, lift. Let's sweep one side. Lift, take it the other side. Inhale a little twist one way. Lifting, twisting the other way. Inhaling all the way up. Let's sit it back to our chair. Moving chair again. Inhale up, exhale back. We're going to get those hips really warming up. Yes. Oh, good. Did you bring a strap too?
Yeah.
Excellent. Two more. Sit back to chair and hold. Inhale all the way up and exhale. Okay. So I want you to shift your weight to one foot. We're going to pick up the other knee and we're just going to draw some little hip circles. Fire up that core for your balance. And then go the other way. And then bring it down. Shift your weight to the other foot. Pick that knee up. Draw some little circles. Good. Go the other way. I know, nothing like making you balance first thing, is there? And last one. Nice. So open your feet wide, facing feet to the corners of the mats. Take a nice deep breath, inhale up. Starting off with some moonflowers, lowering evenly and lifting. So as we come down, toes and knees are turned out to the corners of the mat, lowering ourselves evenly between the legs. Knees opening up towards the pinky toes. Two more times. Drop down and hold. Little reaches. Shift the weight side to side. And then we're going to reach across. We're going to get a little core work in with our hips. Last two. Last set right here. Beautiful. Bring it back. Up we go. And then hinging at the hips are sunflowers. Oh, speaking of sunflowers, the sun's coming out.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to be cold here. Brought a polar fleece and everything. Two more. Last one. Drop it down, hold it, goddess pose. Shoulders back, open up those knees. Nice. Press up. Heel toe those feet in. Give those legs a little shake. All right, one layer can come off. Don't worry, this is it. No more layers after this, right? Okay. Stepping back with one foot. Standing up nice and tall. Take those arms up for warrior one. And we're going to do a little bird in flight here where the arms come together and they open up. Come together, open up. And as we open up, really let those elbows draw back. So we're opening up the chest. We're keeping that breath working. Bring it open, holding. Lift up the back heel. So coming up with the ball of the foot, drop down, straight down, and press up. Straight down, pressing up. Dropping down and holding. Nice. ground, lengthening our front leg, taking it forward for pyramid. Walking back up, take a nice deep breath, inhaling up. Swooping hands down around behind. Gentle interlock, open it, roll those shoulders back. So we want to try to really breathe deep in. It's like my big thing lately is breathing. Hinging forward. It's so important to really get that breath nice and deep. We have our humble warrior. Lifting, shifting your weight to the front leg. Back leg light. I'm going to make you balance again. Lift and lower that back leg. Just lift and lower. Tap it down and lift it up. Good. We are going to lift and hold. Wherever your warrior 3 is, press the heel away, draw up that belly. The wind is blowing in. Bring it down. I'm like, whoo, a gust. Let's switch feet. Taking it up nice and tall, our warrior 1. No, bird and flight. We have to do bird and flight on this side. My husband wants to go to the beach today.
No.
I think it might be a little breezy. Beautiful. Bring it open, hold it, those shoulders back, lift and open that chest. Lift that back heel, bending that back knee, dropping down, pressing up. We're going to add those arms, reaching up and lowering, reaching up. Good. Last 2. Bring it down. Hold. Heel to ground. Lifting up, lengthening, taking it forward. Pyramid, floating those hands down. Walk it back up. Inhaling, lifting, back to warrior 1. Shifting your weight to that front leg. And take that rear leg lift. Yes, I skipped right over humble warrior, didn't I? That's okay. Lift and hold. Tip. Warrior 3. Good. Float it down. Plant it. Bring those hands around behind and take our humble warrior. Good. Press up. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling back to chair. We're going to step up to the top of our mats. Take a nice deep breath all the way up. Exhaling, swan dive down, forward bend. Soft knees. Step back to plank. Zip those legs together. Reach that chest forward. Dropping knees to ground. Half or kneeling sun salutation. Chest over thumbs, we lower to the ground. Taking hands, elbows underneath those shoulders, pressing up for Sphinx. Lowering down, hands by chest, draw those hips up and back. Extended child's pose. Returning all 4s. Shifting forward, our kneeling plank. Lowering down, this time hands off the ground. Baby cobra. Hugging elbows in, lifting the chest. Hands to ground. Draw those hips up and back. Extended child's pose. One more time, all 4s. Shifting forward that kneeling plank. Lowering down so you can take Sphinx, baby cobra, or perhaps you take cobra. Whatever's going to feel good right at this moment. Draw those hips up and back. Extended child's pose. We return to all 4s. You're going to tuck your toes. Make nice starfish hands. And then what I want you to do is use that core. So draw the belly button up to the spine. Hover the knees above the floor or the ground. Now keep lifting the hips, shifting shoulders away from the wrists. Press up into a down dog. Nice. Feel the strength it down, step it forward, walk hands to quads, press into the quads, lengthen the legs and lengthen the spine. Our supported cobra, so our shoulders roll back, we find nice length. We're going to bend those knees into chair, press through those feet, inhale, lift all the way up. Swan dive down, forward bend. Soften enough, knees to hands to ground. Stepping back into our plank. Draw those hips up, down dog. Taking other leg up for three-legged dog, knee to chest, stepping through, hand to ground. Good. Revolve it open. Float it down. Stepping forward, forward bend. Hands to quads. Press up, supported cobra. Returning back, forward bend. We're going to do this again. Stepping back, one foot and then the other into our plank. Lift those hips up into down dog. My brain is thinking and it's not coming out of my mouth. Lower those hips back to plank. If you want to take knees to ground, you can, or keep it here. Shifting forward, halfway down crocodile, flipping and pressing our up dog. Flipping and lifting down dog. 2 more times. Plank. Shift forward, chest over thumbs, halfway down our crocodile. Up dog, good. Flip and lift, down dog. 1 more time, 3rd time's a charm, right? Lower down, shift forward, crocodile, flip and press, up dog, flip and lift our down dog. Nice job. Take that right leg up for three-legged dog, knee to chest, it's stepping through. We're going to take that twist again. Hand to ground, underneath the shoulder, revolve it open. While you're here, not only can you wave with your hand, you can do some wrist rolls too. We're going to unwrap that, dropping our back knee down, pressing and lifting, slipping hands behind the head. Let those elbows open up. Lift the chest, draw the belly button in. Let those hips drop just a little bit deeper. You're going to tip to the right. Lift up, tip to the left. Lift, once again, let those elbows open up. Lift the chest, draw that belly button in slightly. Good. Releasing the hands up, sit back, lifting toes up. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? We're going to bring it forward. Bring the hand to the inside, drop the hips deeper. Now this front knee, we're just going to keep our foot to the ground, just let the knee fall open to the side. So depending on your hip flexibility, you might be able to come down to the forearms. If it's not, if it's not comfortable, then don't. That's pretty good. That looks good. This is me. I'm not going any further. All right. If you're on those forearms, you're going to walk it up. You're going to hug that knee in, hand to the outside, tucking those back toes under. Lift up the hips and step back. Plank. Shift forward. Crocodile. Flip and press. Up dog. Flip and lift. Down dog. Good. Let's walk out that dog. We're going to do that other leg. Ooh, baby. We let those heels float down closer to the ground. Take the other leg up. Knee to chest. Step it through. Knee over ankle. Hand underneath that shoulder as we revolve it open. Unwrap it, dropping the back knee down, lifting, going to bend one elbow. So bend that left elbow. Take it over to the right. Get that nice tricep stretch at the same time. Lift up. Switch sides. Woo. Lift up. Bring those hands down around behind. Interlock the fingers. Press the knuckles to the ground and lift and open the chest. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Yes. Release the hands, lift up, and sit the hips back. So we want to lift up enough to take the pressure off the hip flexors before you sit back. And then depending, maybe you reach for those toes if you want to, or hands to ground. We walk it forward, dropping the hips again, placing hands to the inside of the foot, and just let that knee open up to the side, keeping foot pressed to the ground. Forearms if you choose. That side's not as tight or tighter? Yeah. It's not, that's pretty standard for you. Yeah. I wouldn't have wanted things to change over the winter time. I'd be disappointed. Walk it up. Hug that knee in. Hand to the outside. Back toes tuck under. You're going to lift those hips up, and we are stepping it forward. Forward bend. Walking hands to those quads. Press up into our supported cobra. So we want to draw that belly up. Roll the shoulders back. See if you can eke out just a little more length in that spine. So you should feel a really good stretch down the back of those legs. Yes. Bend those knees, releasing. Looking forward, chair. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling, we're going to sit back to chair and turn back to the front. Balance chair, rolling up to the ball of the feet, lifting those heels. Ooh. All right, more work. Balance tall mountain. It's so windy here. This is not easy.
It's not that the wind, I don't know, I guess it's just more, it's not like it's moving.
Take it back to the chair. It's being on the surface that we're on too is just a total challenge.
Because I don't think
Heels to ground. Inhale up.
The wind is really going to.
And exhale. Good. It's being on an uneven surface too, so it really challenges how your body responds to it, which is actually, it's a really good thing for you to do this. It forces your brain to work a little bit differently. Those proprioceptors to kick in, so you'll really notice that your whole body's kind of like readjusting as you go. All right, we ready? Good. We're gonna open our feet up again wide on our mat since we're both facing the long way. Turning left toes and leg in, right toe and leg out.
Well,
There we go. I've lost my teaching mirror. Fingertips reaching, heart center lifting. Our warrior two. Beautiful. Reach it. Take it long. Press that back heel toward the ground. Use these lats. Draw that shoulder down and away. Get a little more space in that chest. Press through those feet. Lift up. Float the back hand down. Take it back. Our exalted warrior. Shoulders roll back. We lifted heart center. We want to draw that belly in. So belly button to spine. Return, warrior two. Finding side angle, taking hand into that back pocket as we roll it open it up. And again, breathe. Let the ribs expand. Just let that air come in. We have an advantage of such beautiful air today. Right from here, we're just going to lengthen that front leg. That hand can come down. Feel that nice opening. Maybe a the glutes, fire up that core. You ready? Lift. Float it down, take it forward, and take it all the way back. Exalted warrior. Nice. Return, warrior two. We're going to do a little dance here. We're going to lift up a little bit more. Front toes are going to end up turning in a little bit. You adjust as you go. So we're going to take our side angle, lift up, big arm circles, little leg work here. Now, if your shoulders aren't real happy with this, you can always just make it an elbow circle too. Yeah, there's something about getting that nice big range. So not only does it open that chest, but it really lubes up those shoulder joints. Sort of like strumming a guitar. You're like, whew, yeah, whew. You can hear that riff. Whew. One more time. And float it down. Nice job. Let's windmill. Low lunge. Float it back. Plank. So remember the series we did before? Oh no? Knees to ground. You don't remember. Okay, well I'm going to refresh your memory. Shift back. Shoulders no longer over wrist. Toes are tucked. Lift the knees up off the floor, hovering. Keep lifting using that core, pressing heels closer to the ground. Woo. Lower those hips to plank. If you're feeling super adventurous here, add in a little chaturanga. Good. Flip it back to plank though. Knees down. Shift back. We're going to add in that whole core. Lower down. So I actually have a name for this. I call it cat dog. Do you remember? You're probably too young. There used to be a TV series called, a cartoon for kids called Cat Dog. Yeah. Lower down, like I said, you're too young. Shift forward, halfway down our crocodile, flip and press our up dog. Flip to plank. Drop those knees, we're gonna get this whole part. So this is the cat part of it, where we do our cat. We hover those knees, and then we press it back into down dog. Good. We're gonna take our right leg up, three-legged dog. Knee, nope, wrong foot. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Knee to chest, step through. Drop that back knee down, lift and press. Just hold it here for a moment. Bend those elbows into cactus arms. Open up that chest, lifting. Drawing in that core. Draw that breath in nice and deep. We lift up, float it down. We're stepping back to plank again. Oh goody! Hips up. Take right leg up, three-legged dog. Knee to chest, step through. Dropping that knee down into our kneeling. We're going to lift. Drop those hips back down. This time, hands are floating down in front. We're going to press those shoulder blades away. Beautiful. Float the hands down. Framing the foot. Back toes are going to tuck under. Lifting the hips up. We're going to walk to the long edges of our mat, making feet parallel to each other. And I'm just going to turn around here. Walking hands to one foot. To the other foot. Bring it back in the center. We're going to place one hand right underneath the shoulder. Bring the other arm up to the side. I can't see it with my hat on. Open it up. Float it down. Switch it. Other side. Float it down. back muscles. Draw the shoulder blade down. Open up that arm. Find a little more length in that spine. Feel that nice stretch through the legs too. Gosh, there's a lot going on. Whew. Float it down. Ready. Other side, hand underneath that shoulder. We revolve it open, drawing that shoulder blade down, creating some space. And float it down. We're going to bend our knees and walk it up. And if your feet are wide apart, mine are a little too wide apart, I'm going to walk them in a little bit. Placing hands right at those inner thighs and just give it a real press out. Take some alternate shoulder presses. And then take that right shoulder, hold it down, nice wrap of the ribs. Bring it center, switching sides. Bringing it back to center, roll those shoulders up one at a time. We're going to take one set of toes in, other set of toes out, so we're in our warrior two on the other side. Yes! Reach it out, that side angle. Front knee staying over that ankle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So use these big lat muscles. Draw the shoulder away from the ear. Back heel pressing to the ground. Fire up these glutes as we lift up. Float it back, exalted warrior. Return it back, warrior two. Reach it every so often. A little gust comes along and like throws me off. Hand into that back pocket. Roll the shoulders back. Let's really open up that chest. See if we create a little more length here. Get that top shoulder rolling back. Press the feet to the ground and just give this glute a little squeeze. And then we're going to lengthen that front leg. Just let the hand fall where it lands. And a little more space. Return it. Back heel planted, back leg strong. We lift and take it back. Return, warrior two. Straighten that leg, turning those toes in. We're going to, again, heel toe them in a little bit closer. Hands together as we squat back. Elbows are going to come to the inside of those knees. And then you're going to just turn those toes out slightly for frog. Dropping those hips as deep as you're comfortable going. And really give those hands, make a nice seal with those hands. Draw in that belly slightly, create that little longer spine. You could always, if you need to bring this up a little higher, you can. If you want to put your butt on the ground, that's okay too, because that's where we're headed. We're doing butt down, yes. Hands and floor. We do this as gracefully as we can. Ooh, that was big. That was big. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to just take our feet to the side. Taking right hand to the ground. And then left arm's going to reach up. And this top leg is actually going to lengthen out. Let's give those hip flexors a little bit of a stretch here. Lift up. Switch it. Hands to ground. Hand to ground. Reach up. Lengthen that top leg. And let that shoulders open up. And bring it up. Good. Feet in front. Staff pose. Staff pose. Seated staff pose. Seated forward bend. way, couldn't possibly tell you what the Sanskrit name is for it. So bend that left knee, something asana. Bend that left knee. Inhale, lift, exhale, forward. We inhale, lift, exhale. We're going to bring that knee up, cross over, taking same arm, elbow to the inside of the knee, and wrap away. Same side, elbow, knee, yes, wrap away. And honestly, we're doing both sides, so it doesn't really matter which one you do first. Because we're going to unwrap and we're going to wrap the other way. Sitting up nice and tall. Here comes the sun. Unwrap back to the center. Let this knee open up. Taking figure 4 stretch, sliding it in as deep as you're comfortable going.
So we're going to lie down?
Oh no, not yet. Good try though. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, draw that belly button in, and then shift back into balance. Told you were going to get core work today. And our hips, yes. Lower it down. Now change the grip. Wrap your hands around the shin. Brace the forearm at the inner thigh and let the other foot slide away. So let the other leg come down. There we go. Cradle the baby. This is one way to hold it. The more traditional way is this. Not always accessible. I think this is a little more accessible. All right. So it's knife edge of the foot in the elbow. The other arm comes around. We lengthen the leg. We want to sit up nice and tall. This foot should be flexed so we're not sickling at the ankle.
Yeah.
Long. Breathe. Good. Release it to that. So slide that other knee in. Release it. Let it go. And lower it down. The change in the hold. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this kind of sickling of the ankle is not wonderful for your ankle. And once you do this, it lines everything up perfectly. It's funny how it's all connected, isn't it? So we're going to change legs. Knee up, let it open up. Sit up tall, inhale, lift, exhale, take it forward. Breathe. Nice long spine. Inhale, lift, and exhale. We're going to bring that knee up, cross it over. So taking right arm up, drawing it to the inside of that knee, and wrapping away. Unwrap. Wrap it the other way, hugging that knee in, sitting up nice and tall. Unwrap back to the center, let that knee open up. Doing figure 4 first, sliding that foot in, holding underneath the knee. Again, even here, try flexing that foot, see how it feels. Then roll the shoulders back, lift up that chest, sitting up nice and tall. Sit it back and balance. Float it back down. Either wrapping here or taking the other more traditional hold. Flex the foot and line it up so it's not torquing at the ankle or like you're pressing doing the real, more traditional, not so wonderful. There you go.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
But it's better than the other one.
My hip is so tight. Good job. And then let's slide that other knee in and release it down, uncross it. Whew. Give those legs a little shake. Ooh, baby, that was a good one. You said you have your strap with you, right? Good, grab it. I'm gonna go grab mine. I think it's still in my bag. Because we're gonna do that. We're doing our stretch. It's like that yesterday. Alright. So on your back. I'm gonna face away from the sun. We ready? Our favorite. Bring that knee in. Place the strap on the heel. On the heel. That's crucial. Press away. I'm going to let my shoulders come down here. And then you can even wrap the strap. Because what we're going to do, you're going to flex that foot, press heel to sky, and then give a little tug down. So that hip settles right into the ground. Feel it? Good. Now, turn toes in towards the center line and turn the heel away. That other knee tucks under, and we gently, slowly bring this leg across the body. So the knee is crossing. You're making a little X. We're going to keep that hip pressing to the ground. No, you want the other knee bent and reaching towards the other side. So it's crossing underneath. Yes, there you go. Keep the hip pressing to the ground. Keep pressing down, keep pressing down. Press away with the heel. You can have a little bend to that knee too. Piriformis. Two more breaths. Lift it back up. Return it. And then you can slide the strap to the middle of the foot. Join the strap in the same hand. Put your other hand on that hip bone. And then open to the side. Elbow coming to the ground. Those inner thighs. So make that core work so that opposite hip isn't lifting. Good. Two more breaths. Bring it up. And release it. Wow. Feel the difference? Feel how good that leg feels compared to the other one? I love that. I love just noticing those imbalances. So now we're going to fix it. Other knee in. Strap around the bottom, right on the heel, and then press heel to sky. Wrap up that strap because you're going to give it a real good tug. Tug down. Set that hip right into the ground. Flex the foot and press the heel away. Turn heel out, toes in. So toes towards the center line, heel away. Tuck the other knee under and then gently draw it across. Okay, so the body has a tendency to fight against anything that's intense or hard. So you want to really take your breath, and then you want to use an aha breath here. So it's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You can even sigh a little bit. Keep that hip pressing to the more breaths. Good. Oh, bring it back, return it. Bring that other knee in. Joining the strap, you can move that strap to the middle of the foot, strap in the other hand, let it open to the side, hand on hip, press the heel away, that elbow comes down. Nice job. Yeah, that other one really hits it deep. Good. Oh, and bring it up. Release it. All right, I'm going to do one more for you. I want you to take your strap, wrap it around your thighs, and you can either hold it or you can buckle it around your thighs. And it's going to go mid-thigh. You probably don't want the buckle on your skin. Actually, lower it down a little bit more so it's closer to the hips rather than mid-thigh. And then give it a little snug. Yeah, a little bit lower, down closer to your hips. Yep. Now you're just going to open your knees up slightly against the pressure of the strap. Okay. Shoulders stuck under. What we're going to do, and this is not a lot of exertion, this is minimal exertion. Just gently press against the strap for a count of 3 and then release. We're going to do that 3 times, okay? So we're going to inhale, press, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Again, inhale, press, 2, 3, exhale, release, 2, 3. Again, inhale, pressing, 2, 3, release. Now we're going to do that for a count of 3. We're going to hold, and then we're going to release. Okay, so you're going to open, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, release, 2, 3. 2 more times like that. Inhale, 2, 3, that gentle press, 2, 3, release, 3. Here's our last time. Press, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, release, 2, 3. Now, move the strap up just below your knees and you're going to tighten it up again. So your knees are snugging together. So this is a little sacral balancing work. Your sacrum. So this kind of work helps to balance it out because our sacrum takes so much abuse from everything that we do. So this is just a nice thing to do for it. So this time you're going to actually squeeze the legs together for 3, hold for 3, release for 3. Okay? So you're going to squeeze, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, let it go. Huh? Feet just press into the ground. They are slightly together. So, and another, you could, if you can, I find that I have to press my whole foot, but you can also try pressing just the inner edge of your foot. I tend to be more of a full foot. So let's bring those knees together. 2, 3, hold, and release. release, squeeze together, hold, release, press against it, release, squeeze together, release one more time, press against it, release it, squeeze together, and release. Nice. Take that strap off. Put both feet to the ground. Just do a little sway side to side. Boy, did the sun come out. Wow. I can't hear you. I don't think we can use it because of the having to sanitize it. I know. Yeah, I don't have to sanitize that. It's not my property. So just take that little side to side sway. Oh, doesn't that feel yummy? And then you are just going to let those legs float to one side and whatever hip stretch feels best for you. So if you prefer them to be stacked up, or you don't mind the kitty corner, or you want to cross it, I don't care. Whatever feels best. I do care, but I don't care that it feels perfect for you. One more breath here. Bring one knee up at a time, those hips back to the center, and then let's do our swaying grass knees again. Floating to the other side again, finding your stretch, whatever's going to feel best here. Use that breath. One more breath. One knee comes up at a time. Shifting hips back. We're going to take knees to shoulders, holding onto the bottom of the feet for our bug. Baby, you roll it, our happy baby. We bring it back to the center, placing one foot to the floor at a time. We're going to roll onto our sides and walk ourselves up. Joining those hands together as we exhale the word peace. Om Shanti Shanti Om. Om, the sound of the universe. Shanti, peace. May there be peace in your universe. Namaste.
So I'm going to do some research on, because the tree wasn't too bad until now, but water days.
Yes, the hotter days it is a little trickier. Shut this.